Let's break away from what we know. Just say.
Hi guys. So I wanted to shoot this video. This is a request that I get often and a lot from readers, and it has to do with how I have confidence, how I came to be confident enough to post pictures of myself on the internet, how I'm confident enough to continue to do it, how the negative comments that I get, or, you know, random replies from people that aren't so fond of, you know, my pictures and my body type, you know, don't affect me on a day-to-day basis. And I take it as a huge compliment that people think I have so much confidence. It's taken me a long time to get where I am. I'm 23 years old, and I, you know, went through the high school struggles and the middle school struggles just like everybody else. But I like to consider myself a pretty confident person, and so I wanted to share with the younger audience that has been requesting this things that I've done and things that I do on a day-to-day basis that help me maintain that confidence and sort of where I've come from in order to get where I am today. So there's just a few things, and I have them written down here on my phone, that I want to share with you that I do on a daily basis, and it may seem sort of weird and contrived, but it's what I do and it helps me. And yeah, so let's jump right into it. So the first thing that I do may be sort of weird, but I genuinely do this every single day. I did this morning as I was putting on my makeup and curling my hair. And it's the fact that I allow myself to be hard on myself within reason. So every morning, you know, I wake up and I put on my clothes and I'm in the bathroom staring in the mirror in my, you know, nightgown or sleeping clothes, and there are parts of my body that I don't like. I don't like that I have such thick thighs. I don't like that, you know, my chin is too whatever that day, or my arms feel flabby that day, or whatever it may be. There are things about myself that I don't like, and I allow myself to acknowledge them. So I look in the mirror every day and I say, oh, you know, well, let's, you know, I'm not too fond of this, or, you know, maybe it's time to go to the gym and do a few more leg lifts or whatever. But that is immediately combated by something positive. So I genuinely look in the mirror every single day and acknowledge something negative if I'm feeling it that day, but then say something positive about myself. So I'll give you an example. This morning, I was in the mirror and I was curling my hair doing this. I had a meeting today, and I thought to myself, oh, you know, I feel like my chin's fat today. I feel like I have a double chin today, or whatever it was. And I immediately said to myself, yeah, but I'm having a great hair day. And it might not look like it at the end of the day, but it was good this morning. And so I immediately told myself, I allowed myself to acknowledge what was bothering me that day, but I complimented myself. And I think that that really helps to lift your mood. At least for me, it helps me focus on the things that are good about myself as well. So that's one of my tips. And the second thing the second and third thing have to do with a little bit more of who you surround yourself with. So I've been very fortunate, and without going into too much history, I'll be doing this in another video. I have always surrounded myself with people that uplift me and that bring me up, and have excluded people and removed people from my life that did the opposite. So in high school, I had the same boyfriend in high school for, you know, three and a half years. He was my first boyfriend. I was very lucky that he was so complimentary, loved my figure, loved the way that I looked, loved the way that I dress, you know, everything about me. I was very fortunate that my first boyfriend was as such, and I think I've always been the person that surrounded myself with people that were like that. So I focused very heavily on that. And I'll give you another example, and this goes to my third example of your friends are equally as important as your significant other. One of my closest girlfriends, and you will have seen in my blog posts, if you read my blog, thepearshape.com, I was in DC a couple of weeks ago visiting some of my closest girlfriends from college, and they are the most amazing people in the world. They will literally tell me every morning when I wake up, when I'm with them, oh my God, those jeans make you look so great, or I love that top, or even to go so far as maybe slightly envious of my figure and sort of my pear-shaped body. And I think that surrounding yourself with people that appreciate it and recognize the type of beauty that you have is really important. And that's something that I've always done for myself from a very young age. I've never had friends or a boyfriend or let anybody bring me down or tell me otherwise. So that's just another tip. Remove people from your life if they have anything negative to say about you, because it's not going to do anything good for you. Even if they're great friends in other ways, if they can't appreciate your beauty for what it is, then they're not important enough to be in your life. So the last thing is a little bit more focused on my blog and the reason that I started it. And it's because I found that through the duration of my short life, that dressing well and presenting myself well has been one of the key things in helping me feel confident. So there was a point during high school where I just decided not to care, and I would wear sweats to school every day, or, you know, track pants, or, you know, I was a swimmer in high school, so my swim stuff, and I just didn't care what I wore every single day, and as a result, I sort of let myself go. I didn't do my hair, I didn't do my makeup, I didn't go to the gym, I didn't take care of myself, and sort of everything was a downhill spiral. I very quickly realized that when I was dressed well for an occasion, or I had a killer outfit on, or, you know, people loved the bag or the shoes or the jeans that I was wearing or carrying, it made me feel better about myself. And that may sound slightly trivial and superficial, but it absolutely helps, and it has changed the way that I feel about myself. Dressing well, and specifically dressing for your frame and dressing in clothing that fits you well, that is tailored properly to you, does a world of wonders for your confidence. And it has for me. And that's one of the reasons that I started thepearshape.com, was because I wanted to share with women what I discovered and how I had learned to dress this figure that, you know, maybe most people don't think is beautiful. Maybe most people don't think that having, you know, a big tush and thighs and you know, a larger bottom half is beautiful. But I did, and I do, and the people around me did, and I've learned to dress it appropriately. So those are my 4 tips for how I've become confident in maintaining confidence. And I hope that you took something away from this. And I hope that for the younger readers that read my blog and that have requested this, or the women in general that have been so gracious and so kind to send me reader emails about what my blog has done for them, that they get something out of this. And if you have any questions at all about, you know, my life, my past, my history, please feel free to send me an email, reach out via social media, or, you know, via email, and ask me any of those questions. I'm more than happy to answer them. And I will be doing a video on my diet and exercise routine and sort of my weight loss and gain story. People have been requesting that also, so that will be coming soon. But I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.
No better time than now to